In this critical section, we are going to talk about why so many new drivers get into collisions and crashes even if they are not distracted and are paying full attention to their driving. We are also going to explain how parents can play an important role in helping combat this problem. The three key words you will hear in this section are see, process, and react. Experienced drivers who are not distracted in any way will see hazardous situations developing at a much earlier stage on the roads. These focused drivers will always be at less risk because they are constantly using eye scanning, peripheral vision, and many other skills. This kind of awareness gives these drivers the early warning they need to process what they see and then react skillfully and quickly to avoid many potentially dangerous driving situations. This is obviously not the case for experienced drivers who are distracted. A partially or fully distracted driver will not see or be aware of many potentially dangerous traffic situations as they develop. This leaves these drivers constantly at greater risk, along with any passengers they may be carrying. Fully or partially distracted drivers are responsible for over 80% of all the collisions and crashes on our roads. If these drivers don't see a situation develop, then they have little to no chance to process the situation. And because they are so late in processing, their reaction to the situation comes as too little, too late, resulting in yet another needless collision or crash. In reality, all new drivers start off being at more risk on the roads due to their lack of experience and lack of skills. Remember, they don't have experience and skills because they are new drivers. Research shows us that new drivers need much more time to process the traffic situations they see on the roads. On the road, extra time needed to react equals more distance required to stop or avoid a problem. The sad truth is this: in many instances, that extra room or distance just isn't there. Does anyone hear a strong similarity between the focused new driver and a distracted experienced driver? I hope so. The inability of both these sets of drivers to see, process, and react early enough to developing dangerous traffic situations is very similar. The distracted experienced driver, due to not being fully focused on driving, and the new driver, due to their inexperience, which allows them to drive deeper and for a longer time into potentially dangerous situations before they finally realize there is a problem. How can parents help new drivers in this case? The types of techniques and skills required to anticipate dangerous traffic situations earlier comes with more miles and time spent driving. The very best way to start your child on the right path is to spend as many hours as possible doing supervised driving with them during the permit year. Supervised driving gives new drivers the opportunity to have an experienced driver sitting next to them as an extra set of eyes. They will learn as you point out potentially dangerous developing traffic situations much earlier than they would be able to if they were driving on their own. We will talk much more about supervised driving in Part 3, Section 3.